G'day and welcome to the July 2014 video tour of the Bogong and Geehi Railway. It's been 12 months since I did a video tour of the layout, and I'd like to show you what I've been able to achieve in the last 12 months. Last year when you walked in the door here, there was nothing but benchwork, plywood and some track lying on the plywood. But I've been able to install all the track and start scenicking the yard. We've got mock-ups here of what the town is probably going to look like. And I've shifted the dairy co-op from Geehi round to this town. I felt that this large stone and brick building probably didn't look quite right in a country town, and so I've decided to bring it round here into the more major town, which I'll probably now call Geehi. We've got the goods shed almost ready to install, and I've been working on the latest project, has been building the interchange shed. It's based on the shed at Colac, where the goods were transferred from the narrow gauge to the broad gauge and vice versa. I'm really happy with how that's coming along. In the background you can see the engine shed is also progressing, and as we travel around you can see that the backdrop has been started. I haven't got it completed yet. I've also started on the ground form using foam. As we come round the village of Buckland, there hasn't been many big changes here. I've lowered the scenery in the front of the layout to show that the ground is more sloping and it's a very on the side of the hill sort of look. We've got some mock-ups to trial how I place the buildings. That's the church from kit by Outback Models. Modified it. I'm very happy with how it came up. It's a very nice kit to put together. As we walk around the peninsula, we come to this part of the layout. I always designed this part of the layout that I wanted you to feel like you were standing on the top of this hill looking up the valley, and as you can see I'm pretty happy with how it's come out. I've got the ground down, the soil all laid except for where the farmyard's going to be, the farmhouse, and we're starting to put vegetation down. This lovely little station halt is a scratch-built building built by my friend Bernard Snudick. Across from it there'll be a set of stockyards. I've built the water tank, and as you can see I've started laying static grass. Still got plenty to do, and I want to put trees all over those hills. I've been using Gordon Gravat's methods of laying the static grass by using different lengths and different colours of grass and mixing them all together with a blender before you install it, and very happy with how it comes up, a very natural look. Again, more trees are going to be needed for those hills. You get to the river scene, not a lot's happened in the last 12 months. So we get round to where Geehi is, or used to be. I'm not sure what I'll call this station now. I've shifted the station building from Gidgenbung to here. Again, I thought the station was a bit too big and fancy for such a little village and more appropriate for a town like this one here. So this yard has been shortened by about 6 feet. I wanted to give a longer run between here and Gidgenbung, and that gives me an extra train length. There'll be a few structures to go in, a goods shed where the mock-up is, and maybe another industry where the ice cream container is. As we leave this town, not sure what name it will have. It used to just go straight into the nice big sweeping curve that goes around to Gidgenbung, but I've been able to install some S-curves to give it more of a narrow gauge feel, make it feel like it's winding through the countryside. As we come round to Gidgenbung, the biggest change that's happened here is the new station building. It's based on the Victorian Railways building at Emerald. There's a Haskell NA taking on water at Geehi. And here at Geehi, you'll have to excuse my camera work as I'm just using my iPad. This road bridge is where the railway used to end. Last year there was no track beyond this point. And I've been able to get all the track for the entire layout installed in the last 12 months. So through the cutting, this area will have a long timber bridge crossing a valley. The track bed that I've used for the layout has been spline road bed using masonite splines that you buy from Bunnings. Quick and very effective way of building track bed, gives you lovely flowing curves. And as you come around this side of the peninsula, you can see that this will be a gorge based on Stringer's Gorge up to Walhalla. There'll be bridges as the track winds its way across the river back and forth. I hope to have steep slopes, lots of tall trees, mountain ash, that sort of thing. Lots of tree ferns. At the moment the riverbed's making a very good table for all the scenery supplies for the other side of the isle. As we progress up the gorge we get to the end of the line, which is Mount Bogong. Again, 12 months ago this wasn't here. So I've got all the track in the yard laid, the mock-up for the station building. The town will be on the left here with an engine shed, and up behind the town will be a small little tramway that serves the mine, which is at the end of the line and which is the purpose for the layout, the main reason why the railway runs. And so thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope it won't be another 12 months before I can give you an update. Thank you.